you even admitted yourself. You said earlier on the show you're very picky. That must mean that a guy has to meet XYZ criteria. It happens to be the case for us and for most men.
Too.
Men are also allowed to have standards, and I would argue one of those standards is we don't want to date women who have.
When you talk about your standards, it's so generalized.
Hey, OnlyFans models don't deserve to get standards. They don't. Bitch, you gonna get what you gonna get. Before we dive into this, man, make sure y'all pull up the shopstevieknight.com. Anytime you see your boy rocking some drip, you rocking with, man, pull up to the site. I got you. What we got up today? Virgin Girls Schools OF girl with facts about high body count. I'm just here to shame. You know how we get down. You know, I got the wrong shirt on today. I mean, I should just change it right quick. Hold on, give me a sec. That's more like it. ShopSteveKnight.com. All right, bro, let's get it, Brian.
A small tidbit, but to me, it almost feels like settling to want your partner to have never experienced anything out of fear of not being adequate enough to meet their experiences.
Well, I think it's a super valid concern for men, because as a normal dude, like, the amount of sexual opportunity that women get is fucking insane. Like, an average girl has the equivalent sexual optionality, the equivalent sexual pull as a male celebrity. Talking a professional athlete, rock star, musician, etc. Any single girl here at this table, if you were so inclined, could fuck multiple new guys a day. That equivalent in men is reserved for the top tier, less than 1% of men. Less than 1% of men can do that, whereas more than 50% of women could do that.
That's so real, dog. Let's think about that. It's the club one time, man. I'm just seeing the effect women have on men, period. Taking a snapshot outside of it, bro. I'm so outside of the dating dynamic now. When I go to bars or clubs or whatever to kick it with the boys, it's literally social experiments that I'm conducting in my head, watching the dynamics go down, bro. And it's crazy amount of influence and the power that men give to the poontang, bro. So like your average, not even average, your bottom of the barrel type bitch is a celebrity in the head. They're a superhero in the head, bro, because all the men give them attention, bro. Especially when it's buzzer beater time, when at the end of the night when the damn lights come on and motherfuckers trying to get active last minute, bro. It don't matter what it look like, bro. Like, a motherfucker will take a Oompa Loompa home, right? And it just be gassing these women's heads up, and they don't realize that concept, bro. Like, they think all men is out here just slinging, like nah, bro. The motherfuckers y'all throwing it to, right? Y'all tend to throw it to the same ones over and over again, bro. But these women are literally superheroes, dog. These motherfuckers are like Wolverine and Beast because they can literally get the majority of the men that they want. Because that goddamn, that poontang is a hot commodity no matter what type of man you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's different to see men that say no. It's different when you see men that's selective. It's different when you see men shun bitches that are fucking thirsty, bro. Most men collapse to that, including the men that got all the status in the world, bro. Like, these fools are fuck anything, right? But yeah, the women are X-Men when it comes to the sexual marketplace, dog. That's why men got to stop putting so much power in the pussy.
Necessarily want, but the reality is that, like, Drake is fucking regular chicks. He'll fuck a girl who has 1,000 followers on Instagram, who's relatively attractive. The reverse really isn't happening. Like, you don't have high status super, and I mean, there's a differential here because men aren't really drawn to women with status, but you'll have women who will move in circles with like hyper successful men, really attractive men, but you're never going to lock those men down for commitment. So then it's like, once you get with a top G,
it's hard
you're
to go
gonna
down.
Look at the average dude. You may be an average chick, you manage to fuck a top G once, whatever, you're going to look at the average dude and be like, eh.
Yeah. And the laundry list just grows longer and longer as well.
Go ahead.
I just don't agree. I think
that's fine.
I think like it's really focused around sex, at least the way you're putting it.
Not even. I mean, it could also just be
the
like
power dynamic.
If you're fucking with a celebrity, he might be flying you out. You might go to his $1 million house apartment.
Yeah, it's like sex, money is like always the talking points you hear from this like man versus woman thing. Like there's so much more to human
status.
beings.
Sure, let's talk status too.
No, it's not status. Like, what do you offer outside of like just like money and looks and all this stuff? Like, who are we? Like, that's what I think like about like all this cheating stuff. Where it's like, oh, they might find like a sexier woman than me. It's like, but like I'm me.
What the
and
hell
so, like,
do you
I
not
wouldn't wanna
agree
be
with?
Someone that wouldn't want to be with me. So if you're like willing to hurt me to like fuck someone else, then like this wasn't working anyway.
What are you talking about?
So what specifically did I say though that you disagree with?
I disagree with like I feel like a lot of the points you're making right now like revolve so much around like status, money, like looks, and I feel like there's so much more about people.
You
Can
really
I
love
just say-
people.
Not
You
to
really
women?
love people. I mean, you are so interesting personality.
Oh, thank you.
You are so unique, and I wish you could go from where you are to a better place. And
I feel like you and I have
situation.
similar values. You look deeper into people and you value more than
But like
Yeah.
Than
the
just the surface
this
level.
all of
Yeah.
like this talk.
I wonder if she's
fine
the
and everything.
OnlyFans chick talking that way too, man. Because if you took a lot of dick and had a lot of male experiences and shit, you're probably more inclined to look deeper into people. It's not as superficial, and you're forced to do that too, right? Because you're gonna be unattractive to a lot of men, which is gonna require you to look deeper into men to find things to like about them, right? Like, but I don't know if I'm even talking correctly about her, bro. 'Cause I don't know if she's the OnlyFans girl, but like that strikes me as someone who does sex work would say. I'm on. Well, all women tend to want a deeper connection, bro. But like most women want men to have the prerequisites first before they even get to the point where they can get a deep connection with them. You know what I'm saying? But like if you are victim of your circumstances and you getting the bottom of the barrel type man, you're going to be forced to find more things about them to find them attractive.
But at the end of the day, it's a dating podcast, and we look at it from a practical perspective.
Well, I hope
So the
more
reason
people
why
would
is
feel the way
it's
I
it's
feel
like a
than
social
this
experiment that
general
Brian, it's a social experiment that Brian's been running, if I can say so.
I know, it's harder to quantify
where we
people
have
feel
a
like me.
where we have a practical
Sorry.
conversation about the actual facts about dating. And this is the thing that why a lot of men watch podcasts like this is because
Yeah.
they're looking for practical advice. And practical advice is not, but you'll find your person one day, because we can't live in fantasy world like that.
It's
If
not
hold on a
fantasy.
second. If I go through my life in my 20s and I say, I don't want to work. I just want to sort of go around and just play games and smoke weed, and I'll find my person. My person, I can't do that, because in the real world, in the practical reality, that will be so glaring.
Ironically enough, that's the world that women have the ability or the luxury to live in, because they are the ones pursued, and they on this whole manifest type shit. Men don't live in that fucking world. We live in reality. We got to go out there and get it. Women don't have to go out there and get nothing in regards to a relationship, or men. Period. No, they got to go out there and get. They got to do the work internally to get a fucking relationship. A motherfucker to give a fuck about them and find the things that they want in them. Man, you got to do some internal work to get that. But just dick in general, the male gaze in general, that requires no effort, no work, and you can go out here twiddling your fucking thumbs, living in la la land, because the dog's gonna be after you.
It's obvious to me that I have no options with women, and I've been in that position before, and you can't avoid that. But unfortunately, girls and guys communicate a bit differently. If Brian started doing that tomorrow, I'd be like, Brian, sort your shit out. Like, why aren't you working anymore? Girls will say to each other, yeah, you go, girl. You do your thing. You go and, just be happy in you and love and hippy dippy stuff. And unfortunately, when you guys get confronted with reality sometimes, it's a little bit harder to swallow. Can I just say, the based Christian conservative wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just think that so the reason why I'm a virgin is because I feel
You're
like
a cute virgin too.
I don't want to compare somebody. I don't want to compare my husband to somebody else, like sex wise. Like I don't want to see that image in them. So like seeing that the whole cheating thing, like if I'm with a virgin, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about cheating because they're not comparing the way that we have sex to somebody else. And I think that's just a very common thing now, is just sex. Marriage, sex is like 2% in marriage. You got to worry about personality, the way person treats you, not.
Based Chad 1000.
We'll come back.
She gonna. Well, I mean, it's not gonna be hard for her to find a virgin because dudes ain't fucking. But I'm not sure she gonna find the one that she want that ain't got their dick wet before. So, but that's dope to see. Just a virgin in general, bro. It's like a unicorn, dog. Yeah, I mean, it's like the Anunnaki or something, bro. The motherfuckers is going extinct.
969 donated
I hope she tell the truth.
$100. This chick thinking she is gonna land a unicorn with what she has to offer. Not sure how she can ask/expect so much when what is she offering, other than a lot of sexual experience? I've got some oceanfront property in Iowa to sell her.
It might be.
She the OnlyFans model.
That's the thing, like, so focused on sex. You don't know anything about me, what I offer.
But the
It's
thing
like,
is,
sex,
It
sex,
don't
sex,
matter
sex.
though.
Males-
It don't matter though. It doesn't matter what you have to offer, bitch, because it says slut on your forehead. It's a wrap. Hold on, bro. Hold on. See? So I'm here for, dog. Hey, I love the goddamn slut shame. This shit fun, bro.
You have to. We're looking at this from a practical perspective.
No, from the
And this is
male
something that's
perspective,
very important
goddamn,
to
you want a
men. And I
man.
know you think you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, all the time. But men, we actually look at these things and we value them. So you might not value it. But if you ever want to have a long-term relationship that's meaningful, and if you want a man
had
that's worth,
many.
if you want a man that's worth
Where
his
they at
salt
now?
to look twice at you, you have to take these things in mind.
But here's the thing, OnlyFans has only been around for what, maybe 5 years? We have no idea what the repercussions are going to be later on in life. I know you have this.
Woo, bruh. Did she really just say that? Porn ain't been around, dog. Porn is a new thing. What? 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 Hold on, bro. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about, dog. This is why I'm here. This stupid ass shit they come up with in their head to make themselves feel better about these horrible decisions that they're making, bro. You think some motherfucker that you want, bitch, that you want is gonna take your whore ass serious if you got your booty hole spread for the fucking world to see? What? What?
But here's the thing, OnlyFans has only been around for what, maybe 5
This
years?
bitch is
We
tweaking.
have no idea what the repercussions are going to
Oh
be
Lord,
later on
bruh,
in life.
bruh. Yo, you got the. Alright, there are though. There are, bruh. I wish I could pull the videos up now, but I'd have to search for them, bruh. There's so many videos videos of women who do OnlyFans. Teachers getting fired. You know, teachers having to resign. Teachers getting in trouble. Kids getting bullied. Women getting divorced because of OnlyFans, right? And that's right now at this given moment, bro. It happens all the fucking time, bro. It ain't a day go by or 2 days that go by that I don't see how a woman, like a regular 9-to-5 girl working at a bank or school or some type of situation like that, gets in trouble because her OnlyFans account was found by whoever her employer was. The mental gymnastics are crazy.
I know you have this thought that you're going to potentially find somebody that can make you happy or whatever, but in reality, you don't know what the future holds, and you don't know what your children are going to think or what your family's going to think or anything. And
oh, she's
and
on my
that's the thing,
side. Oh, my bad. But that was still a dumbass statement she made. Still a dumbass statement. Like, porn is porn, period. It's been around for forever. But she's pretty much saying what I'm saying. That, bitch, ain't nobody gonna want you.
Like there's literally no case studies on if people that are doing OnlyFans consistently that don't have a partner that can ever find a partner or find.
I mean, I think it's.
Is she on my side or is she not on my side? I can't tell.
Men don't want to date women who are whores.
Yeah.
But just because you have an OnlyFans doesn't mean you're a whore.
It is.
No.
It absolutely. Oh well, that's not necessarily true. Because I did go to Iggy Azalea's account for research purposes only. The video is on my damn channel if you want to see it. Because I was like, ain't no fucking way this bitch is making that much goddamn money. Like, if she's making that much money, what is she doing? There's no way she's got the booty hole open. She's sucking tip or getting stroked because she has an image to uphold. I go to her fucking OnlyFans account, and it's no different from a fucking Instagram account. It's just simps giving her fucking money for the little message thread or whatever. So that's valid. That is valid, bro. You're not necessarily a whore, but that stigma is with OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dangerous game, and your average type of girl can't just make money from Instagram type of OnlyFans account. Like celebrities like the Cardis and the Iggies and bitches that got the juice can pull that shit off. But your regular, girl next door type of appeal about you that don't have a big following, you are gonna have to bust it open for men to pay.
Okay.
OnlyFans that don't show
Fine.
everything.
Here, let me
also
revise.
you have
Let me just revise my statement then. Since you don't find my statement satisfactory. Men don't want to date sex workers.
Facts.
Okay, that's
Generally speaking.
No, but if you're a sex worker, you're a whore. You should
They don't
just kept it that way.
What's that?
What is so wrong with sex?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Sex is wonderful.
Ain't nothing wrong with sex.
Sex is wonderful.
Like, it has to be under these guidelines, under this part of your
There's
life.
all kinds. You're the one who says you can't hold a guy down for longer than 2 weeks because you get bored. So clearly, like.
God.
But what I'm trying to say is there's clearly.
Here we go.
You even admitted yourself. You said earlier on the show you're very picky. That must mean that a guy has to meet XYZ criteria. It happens to be the case for us and for most men.
Too.
Men are also allowed to have standards, and I would argue one of those standards is we don't want to date women who have.
Because when you talk about your standards, it's so generalized.
Hey, fuck that. OnlyFans models don't deserve to get standards. They don't, bitch. You gonna get what you gonna get. As far as commitment, you gonna get what you gonna get. You may get a baby out of it for somebody accidentally busting nut, but for somebody to be proud of cuffing you like that, you are going to get what you're going to get. Your standards do not matter. It's all lost for you, baby girl. The chances of you finding the man that you want is less than a motherfucker hitting the lottery, goddamn. Unless men get to that point where they become so desperate that they'll take on shit like this. But even then, that wouldn't happen because the only dudes that are gonna get that desperate are the dudes that women don't want any fucking way. Like the dudes that you want are not gonna wife that, bro. They ain't. So your standards being enforced, your standards coming true, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Listen,
There's a majority
can you
of opinions.
listen? Your reaction to our standards. Can you blame guys for not wanting to tell you?
I wish I was there. I was
tell
like, bitch, you don't
Can
get no
you
standards.
blame guys for not telling you their standards when you react like this?
Oh, I don't think I'm reacting that crazy, honestly.
You have denied reality time and
Oh,
time again
come
when I've
on,
been telling
Jake.
you reality. And then every time
Come
I
on.
do it,
Sorry. You see me? I'm reacting.
Yeah.
I'm getting real heated in here.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, it's true, and like you gotta go to
No,
these.
I'm sorry, I'm stopping a lot in this one, man. But I've covered a lot of like OnlyFans type of videos lately. And the one thing I've noticed, like a common theme, is that all these women seem so well spoken and articulate, and then they go to this. It just shows like intelligence has nothing to do with like common sense and self-worth and self-respect and dignity. Like this girl could go work in a law firm somewhere, I'm sure. She's better well spoken than I am, but you wouldn't see me. I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't have no OnlyFans account as a guy. I mean, they're not gonna pay me as I'm a fucking man. Or maybe since I got a little clout. But even then, like that's something I could definitely capitalize off of at this point, given my social media platform, bro. I'm sure there's a group of people that would like to see me doing whatever the fuck, right? But I would never do no shit like that, bro, because not cut from that fucking cloth. You know what I'm saying? So I find it weird and interesting that these women seem so smart, so articulate, and so well spoken, but they busting open for the world to see. Like, so your mental, your intelligence, your knowledge, whatever the fuck it is you think you have to offer to another man is wasted. It's literally wasted because ain't nobody even gonna entertain you to get that far to see what the fuck you got in mentally, because we all see what the fuck you doing externally. Bro, like, go get a regular job. And it just goes to show how much money means to these bitches, bro, or success, or it's the modern women feminism dismantling of the feminine self-respecting woman. You're seeing live in the flesh. You see doctors and nurses and teachers and bankers and all these types of fucking women getting identified, and they got them OF accounts getting leaked and shit. Like, all these heifers is doing it, bro. It's a quick buck. I mean, it is expensive to live, right? It's very expensive to live. Inflation is getting up there, bro. But fuck that, dog. I'll be broke. I'll be on the street before you goddamn see me doing some shit like that. Fuck that. That's why I said before, I have more respect for that motherfucker out there homeless trying to fucking make ends meet and do whatever the fuck it is to live, as opposed to selling my soul, selling me, selling what the fuck I'm made of for $1. Fuck that. That's why you don't get to have standards, bitch. You get what you get.
Are you surprised that the girl that wants to run away
like,
into the forest is not acknowledging reality? Like, is that surprising? Like, no offense.
No.
Right. Like,
I think it's just like when I say my opinions, I feel like I have more like space for yours, and I'm like, I can hold mine and you can hold yours, and I feel a lot on your side of the coin that it's more like you're doing something wrong, you shouldn't be doing this. So it's like, well, we all are our own people doing our own things in life, so like that's where it gets to be like
you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you probably shouldn't be doing this if you want a fucking man. That's what it is. It ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, you got to add context to it. You taking out of context now. We ain't saying you don't have the right to do what you want to do. No, that ain't it. But if you want a man, then that shit pass sale. You're gonna get a bitch.
I don't give a fuck if you do porn, to be honest.
Yeah, talk
it's
that
just
shit,
like
bro.
when we're having a live streamed dating discussion about relationship, like, yes, the reality is, like, if you are engaged in these sort of things, it's probably gonna limit your pool of potential partners. I mean, that's just the reality.
For sure.
And to your point earlier,
that's not an opinion, by the way. That's
facts.
Just it's fact. In the same way I can look up into the sky and tell you it's blue, I don't need a study to tell you that the sky is blue. Most men don't want to date sex workers. Like, it is what it is. In the same way that, like, most women don't want to date men who are shorter than them. We don't need a study. We could do a study.
So dumb.
Why is it?
But why?
I don't even
why
think
do you
that's
have to have
dumb.
sex
Whatever.
It just
online?
is
Why
what
can't
it
you
is.
Dumb to
still
you.
have sex with people? Like, why does it need to be
do.
online and in front of one? Like,
Okay,
selling
but
it?
let's
And also, but like, yeah, this
Oh
is
my God.
this is
I get-
one of the
I get the
things
money
with
for
like
it,
that I think that like especially feminism has done to a lot of generations of women. That's really rubbing off in the modern day as well. Is that there's just
Bruh, take the
zero
words out of my mouth.
accountability. Like, you're in your mind. Sorry.
It's okay.
Raven DT donated
Yo,
$100.
what's up, Raven? Thank you, brother.
Yes,
Thank you.
please. I would like to bet half of my net worth in addition to having to possibly pay ransom to see my children on buying the floor model that's been test driven by hundreds of men and has over 200,000 miles.
It's just
It's just, what's that?
it's just sex, like test driven over
Wait,
20
are you-
miles. Like,
It
what a weird
ain't
way to
Wait,
think
are
about
you
people.
just
talking
sex.
about-
It's just sex. Anyway, I'm beating this dead horse, but let's see her live in denial.
OnlyFans, or you're talking about body count? What do you mean when
He
it's
sounds
just
like
sex?
body count, so he's like test driven. It's like
I mean, body
That's-
count's pretty
yeah,
important,
It's an
I'd say.
analogy.
it's just
I would
a
definitely
gross
say-
way to talk about human beings.
Why?
Like,
Why?
test driven.
But
200
All right. How she gonna say something is gross when what she does is literally gross? What's grosser? Somebody goddamn calling you a whore, or you actually being online being a whore for the whole world to see? What's grosser?
miles on them. It's like,
no, but why is it gross to care about body count? Are you saying
it's
what
just the
he
way
said
people
is
talk
gross?
about it. Yeah, what he said is gross. What
Okay.
you said is gross.
Well, I think he's kind of using an analogy.
Yeah, it's a gross one.
Otherwise,
I
he's going
like
to say you fuck too many people.
Well,
back to
Yeah.
kind of switch a little bit.
Mic drop. Mic drop, dog. Hey, man. Oh, these shits are fun, bro. These shits are fun. These never get old, bro. These never get old. You know what I'm saying? And I like doing this shit though because I would be willing to get into like the shit and the beef with people who feel some type of way about what the fuck I'm saying in the comments and the messages, whatever the fuck, dog. Like, bro, there's nothing you can say to me that is going to make her look better. You know what I mean? Like the denial, the lack of taking accountability, the delusion, the entitlement to believe that you are worth what the fuck you want when you're literally worthless because of what the fuck you're doing. All right, but they don't see it that way, man. They don't see it that way, bro. Like, not only do women have to worry about being replaced by the whole trans movement, but now you're literally deteriorating, dismantling, destroying what, you know, a good woman is by what the feminist movement has done to these heifers, bro. Like, they're fucking gone. Don't nobody want that shit, bro. Same fucking story, different day. They get it confused that since that motherfuckers want to put the tip in, that they feel like they worthy of that type of man. No, motherfucker. Them dudes just using you to bust off, and then they going back to get their attention to the woman that they fucking love, bro. Y'all are just sexual instruments. That's it. That's just a bust off. Shit. Shit.